Hi friends, welcome back. If you are new here, I share info and resources on how to heal from your past and create a life of fullness and abundance. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why I started this channel, how I entered the pattern of getting into toxic relationships, and I will also share with you what you can expect from this channel if you decide to stick around. Also, I have a free ebook on transforming trauma that includes this really cool guided journaling practice and exercises to rewire those neural pathways for success and discovering your soul purpose. So stick around till the end and I'll explain how you can get hold of this free resource. So let's get into it. So I went on a healing journey about 10 years ago because I kept finding myself in toxic relationships, 3 in fact. I had to work out why I seemed to be stuck in this negative pattern, and some of these toxic patterns even leaked into my work life, and I ended up with toxic management in my life as well. I just couldn't work it out. So I went to therapy, I read lots of books, and even became a therapist myself so I could figure out this thing and end these patterns. What I discovered was that the problem was that I was focusing on the external to meet the internal, and I thought that, all I needed was to find Mr. Right and that would make everything okay. And at the same time, I didn't believe that's what I was doing. I was very independent, and I would tell you that, I don't need anyone. I can do life on my own just fine. And to an extent that was kind of true, but it also clearly wasn't. And sadly, looking back, I only got married at 19 years old because he asked me, and I thought I best say yes because no one else will ask me. My self-worth was so low. Eventually, I was operating from survival states and quite avoidant attachment style because I needed to build a wall within me to feel safe from further hurt. So you can imagine taking this added layer of trauma into another relationship isn't going to go well for obvious reasons. So once I realized that I was looking on the outside to meet what was needed on the inside, I decided to build myself up from the inside, focusing from within, rebuilding my self-concept and healing from all the past trauma I'd experienced. And I wanted to grow. And that then built me up to be a greater vibrational match for a healthy relationship. And that's exactly what I attracted eventually, thank God. And everything was perfect, hunky-dory, until I was diagnosed with cancer. And this obviously led me on a whole different type of healing journey. I spent a year sick in bed, and it gave me time to look at other areas in my life on a much deeper level. And I explored energetics and healing on a much more esoteric level. I spent every day clearing my energy field just by using energy healer, quite similar to Reiki, on my own body. And I got very familiar with the subtle body. And over time, I started noticing some really cool shifts. So much so that when I was put into remission and I returned to work, I just felt really out of place there. I just felt like I was in a whole different world and I no longer belonged anymore. And I'd shifted out of that life into this new life. And it just felt so weird being back in my old life. So I left eventually. It was scary, but I left, and I started a business helping other women heal their bodies and their lives from their past and creating amazing futures. The most recent healing experience was, I think, 2023. I think it was around Easter time, so about April, and I was diagnosed with neuropathy, and it was kind of scary because I was really struggling to walk, and I wasn't even 50 at that time. And I experienced nerve pain, this weird numbness. I didn't know what it was for a long time until, about 6 months later, went to the doctors, was diagnosed with neuropathy, and I was referred to a orthopedic surgeon, and I was told that I would end up in a wheelchair. Freaked me out. And I decided to take control of what was happening and really get to the bottom of it. So what I did was I went back to the energetic healing that I did when I had cancer. I did a full energetic cleanse. I actually went to Bali for a good 7 or 8 days or something like that. By day 3 of doing this cleansing of my energetic system, I felt so nauseous, and I had a headache, pretty bad headache that lasted for about 3 days. By about day 6 or 7, I was getting shown information about gut health. This message about gut health was just popping up everywhere. Like, when you talk about synchronicities of the universe, that's what was happening. It was particularly showing a protocol for gut health that was like a 7 or 8 week protocol. And this message about gut health, it was everywhere. It was people that I followed on social media were talking about it. I was seeing signs everywhere, and I wondered, what on earth has this gut health thing got to do with this issue with my legs and this numbness I was experiencing? It really didn't make sense to me. But I actually had terrible time with gut health ever since the chemotherapy, so I thought I'd give it a try. I'd already tried all the prebiotics and probiotics, all those sort of usual things that you do to help your gut health. And I did juicing diets and all sorts. So I was pretty open to trying something that might work. And so I took this specific gut health protocol that I kept getting shown. And it was an 8-week thing. But by day 5, my symptoms had completely gone. And I was walking 3 kilometers without a problem. Miracle healings, they are a thing. So I wanted to share a piece of my story, or briefly piece of my story, and I wanted to create this channel to bring other like-minded people together who are on a similar journey and hopefully build a community of us women healing and rising together. I think, honestly, we've been really disempowered as women for far too long, and all this vibrational healing work has been put in that woo-woo basket. But I'm seeing so many women in my Facebook group, which I will link in the description as well if you're interested to check it out. It's a free group. And so, I've seen all these women in my group really heal themselves and radically improve their lives and their health as well. I am currently diving into Joe Dispenza's work and realizing just how much science is out there now that really backs up what I think we all kind of know deep down to be a truth. So this is what led me to start this channel. So back to that. So the purpose of this channel is to empower women and to heal and to rise and to thrive. And this channel is going to really focus on spiritual growth, overcoming trauma, and really finding our soul purpose, especially as women in our 50s. I guess it starts in our 40s, right? Well, probably starts earlier, but I really want to focus on women in our 40s, 50s, and more. I really have a strong intention to build a community of like-minded women who support each other during their healing and growth journey. What types of content I'm going to be posting in here is just all the sort of stuff about personal stories, authentic vlogs, spiritual insights, healing tools, and just a message of empowerment for us all. The content I will share will be pretty raw and real and inspiring, with a focus on practical steps of transformation. I'm a Virgo. I really like my step-by-step processes. I like things to be easy to follow rather than these abstract ideas. So the emphasis that this channel will have will be just a space for learning and sharing. I think it's really important for women to have connection and belonging and come together as we rise together into our greatness. And this has actually not been easy for me, and I'm sure for other women too who have been burnt, so to speak, from sharing or being vulnerable. So I'm really pleased to be offering a really safe space for us to share and feel a bond together over our stories and experiences. So, with that said, I invite you to engage in the comments and share your stories and encourage each other and connect with others on the same journey too, which makes this space a safe, supportive space to heal and grow. I'd love it if you could subscribe to this channel if you feel aligned, if you feel it could be something you'd get something out of, and be part of this new community and be part of the journey to healing and rising and thriving with me. And by subscribing, you won't miss out on any future videos as well. So I would be really encouraged to see others supporting me on sharing and being vulnerable with you as well. Also, upcoming things, I'm also running monthly workshops for free over in Zoom. So if you'd like to find out more about these workshops, they're all focused on energetic healings and how we can do that to heal ourselves, and also focus on healing from trauma. So just comment workshop and I'll figure out how to send you a link about that too. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this video, I do have a free ebook to share with you about transforming trauma and creating abundance from within. So if you want that, please just check the description for the link to download that. It's completely free. And if you're still with me here by the end of this video, thank you for watching right to the end. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.